Welcome, creative friends. Today I'm going to be making this beautiful fireplace and fire pit for Jasmine. I'm going to start with the fireplace. I made a U shape with foil, and here I'm going to make the top of the fireplace with using 3 jumbo craft sticks, just measuring how much I want it to be. And I'm going to glue all 3 of them together with Gorilla Wood glue. Now I'm just gluing the piece of foil to the wood with hot glue, and I'm using separate pieces to fill in the space. Shape it the way I want it to be. Now I'm going to make my homemade paste using my homemade glue, which is quite thicker than usual PVA glue. So if you're going to be using PVA glue, you need to put more toilet paper than I'm putting in here. Just keep on adding small pieces and dissolving them until it gets to this consistency. Now I'm going to be adding some cornstarch. I really didn't measure, I'm just eyeballing it and mixing it thoroughly together, and then putting some baking soda also. And now I'm going to be slathering it all over the foil. And then, oops, I forgot, I didn't color it. It's going to be very hard if I put my rocks without coloring it first. So I put just a little bit of black. And now I'm going to be adding the stones one at a time. The ones on the bottom kept on sliding off, so I just put some to stabilize them. And now I'm just removing a little bit of extra that came out from the sides. Checking to see if everything's okay. Now I'm rounding this corner because it wouldn't fit. And now it fits. But there is some empty space in the back, right connecting to the wall. So I'm putting a piece of foil back there and squishing it in to fill in the space. And now I made also the fire pit. I made a donut with the foil and glued it on some cardstock, and then put my paste and my rocks. Now I'm just opening it in the middle of it and trying to move as much as possible from the cardstock. Now I'm just measuring where the edges are so I can put some aluminum foil, no, not foil, tape, so it'll reflect the lights and give me a stronger ambience. And now I'm using my glue again, but this time I'm just going to add it on that foil between the wall and the fireplace. And I'm going to be adding toilet paper there, just squishing them in to fill the empty space and cover the foil. And just keep on adding glue and toilet paper until it's all filled up. and it's better to use one layer at a time of the toilet paper. And here I'm flattening it out with a spatula. And then I noticed that my porcelain started to shrink. So I'm filling all the spaces that it shrank from with more toilet paper and glue. And now I'm putting Mod Podge matte on the rocks and the fireplace. And after I finished, I realized, oops, I didn't put the front of the fireplace. So I got a piece of foil. I'm bending it to the size I need. And then I'm going to glue it on with hot glue. And then I'm going to be putting paste over it and more rocks. Now this is the part that I was supposed to be showing you when I made my ash rocks or stones. But oops, things happen. I'm putting some gray and some white, and I'm gonna be dry brushing my stones to lighten the color up a little bit. And then I'm going to be using some green just to put around the corners and edges, sort of like moss or something, just to give it that aged look. Here I'm painting the columns. And now I'm going to be using sand as grout between my ash stones. Now this is where I really made a nice boo-boo for myself. I just made it harder. Let's just say that. I should have first put the glue and then put the sand on top of it. But oops, and I kept on going. You'd think I'd stop after I noticed my mistake. No, I just kept on going and going. And it was tiresome to clean each rock by itself. So my advice is put the glue first, then the sand. See here, I'm trying to clean every single stone individually, which took forever. Don't make my mistake. So then I sprayed all the sand with isopropyl alcohol, 99%, and I really doused it. And this is to break the tension. When I start putting the glue, it will hold. This is watered down PVA glue, and I'm just going to be putting it between all the stones. After everything dried, I'm going to put Mod Podge gloss on my columns and the matte on the stones. And then I'm going to be using gel stain oak color on the top of my fireplace. Now, I lost a video where I was making the flames, so I made another one, which is not exactly 100%, but sort of. Here I'm going to be using my homemade paste to seal all the opening where the craft sticks and the cardboard shows. Now I'm just scraping some pastel colors to give my fireplace, the pit, some colors. I'm using red, yellow, orange, black. And then I decided, okay, I want them to stick, you know? So I tried hairspray. And wouldn't you know, that was a little mistake. The minute I sprayed it, the colors disappeared. But I took advantage of it still being sticky and wet and started putting pastel colors on top of the hairspray. And that made it stick and the colors showed. And then I put some black from in the inside of the fire pit, like soot. And this is how I made my flames. Just random dots, and I pull them, and just random shapes. I hope you can see it. Just play around. And these small dots were for the fire pit, to make them look like red coals. And if you notice how I'm making a circle with my glue gun, that's so I don't get any hot glue hairs or strings. This way they cut off. And now I'm going to color them with nail polish. Now this nail polish hasn't been used for years. Never shake it. Always twist and twist them in between your hands, up and down, but never shaking them. This is almost over 10 years old. I've had these nail polish and they're still perfect. If you shake them, there's gases inside of them that start flying out into the air the minute you open the lid, and that's why your nail polish becomes sticky. See, I'm just using a toothpick and blending them together. I had 3 colors, but my third one didn't want to open, the very dark red, so I'm just using 2 colors now. And this is how I made the sticks, which is very easy. I just broke some twigs and put them in a little heap or stack or whatever, like fire. And after the nail polish has dried, of course you see there's extra here and there, just twist it around it. It'll all stick together. And this is how they look with the colors mixed. And I glued them on with hot glue. I'd love to hear your comments below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.